lot of you guys probably just got VR headsets for Christmas. Wait a minute. Christmas. Well, I want to be one of the first to tell you, welcome to the VR community. This is a very fun community full of good people. Some of them are weird, but most of them are really cool. But that being said, there are some things I want to tell you before you get heavy into headset usage. From the Quest 3 to the PSVR 2 to the Valve Index, I've mastered all ways of VR, and I have some must-know tips to share with you today. I'm MartydudeVR, and after 1,000+ hours in VR, here are my 5 beginner tips for new VR users. First things first, guys, let's talk about hygiene. A lot of you guys will be playing really intense VR games like Battle Talent, Blade and Sorcery, Contractors, and you're gonna sweat a lot. Wearing a dirty VR facial interface for your VR headset can cause your skin to break out, and it's just gross, to be honest. I usually see some really dirty motherfuckers with some dirty facial interfaces usually a month after they get their headset on the subreddits. Don't be one of those guys. That's why #1 tip is to keep your facial interface for your VR headset clean. The best way to do this is to use VRCover. These specially designed covers not only keep your headset free from dirt and sweat, but also provide a really comfortable feel during those extended gaming sessions. Trust me, it makes a world of difference. A lot of stock interfaces for base VR headsets can be mad uncomfortable. These VR covers are also ridiculously soft and easy to clean. All you need is some soap and water and boom, let it dry. You got a clean facial interface. The VR covers also come in a bunch of different colors. I have a link and coupon code below for people who want to get one. VRCover also supports a bunch of different VR headsets. Personally, every time I get a new VR headset, I always get a new VR cover. The only headset that doesn't have a VR cover from me personally is my Quest 1. That was like my very first VR headset, so I definitely miss out on that one. If you're blind as hell like me, with glasses, you probably want to make sure that your VR lenses stay scratch free. Once you scratch your lenses, it's very hard to get them repaired. Once you scratch your lenses really bad, you got 3 options. 1, you can get your new VR headset, which costs money and time. 2, you can hold whatever headset you have. The warranty covers scratches on the lenses, which a lot of them kind of don't. So it's kind of luck of a draw there. 3, which is my favorite option, is to cry. I'm just kidding, but your first actual solution for this is to use the glasses spacer that comes with your VR headset. The Quest 2 and Quest 3 both have a glasses spacer. The Quest 3's glass spacer is built into the headset, so it's a little button on the side of your facial interface that nobody really notices when they first put the headset on. And the Quest 2's glasses spacer actually comes in the box. Just a warning though, you do lose a good amount of FOV, which is field of view, with the spacers because it literally pushes your lenses further away from your eyes to make space for your glasses. In other headsets, you can use a button on the headset to actually push the lenses back to make room for your glasses. The solution I recommend personally, if you have bigger glasses like mine, or if you have a little bit of extra cash, is to get VR Wave prescription lenses. There are other companies, but I personally am using VR Wave for my Quest 3 headset. They come very well packaged and are very affordable. These lenses are also magnetic, so if you need to share your headset with a visitor or family, you can just remove the lenses. These lenses can be cleaned with a microfiber cloth and are a blessing for keeping your VR lenses healthy. For my PSVR 2 people, I recommend VR Rock prescription lenses. These lenses are also magnetic and fit really easily on your PSVR 2 headset. I do have a coupon code and link for the VR Rock prescription lenses and the VR Wave prescription lenses, so definitely check out the bio below. Lastly, make sure you're cleaning your VR lenses with a microfiber cloth. Please don't use a rag or shirt because it can cause micro scratches on your lenses. Microfiber cloths are everywhere, and honestly, you can get them really cheap on Amazon. Next, let's talk about motion sickness. A lot of you guys will be experiencing motion sickness in the next few weeks as you play new VR games, and your friendly neighborhood MartydudeVR is going to show you how to prevent it. First, don't rush playing the intense VR games. If you just got a headset and have never used VR before, you probably shouldn't hop into a physics sim like Boneworks or Bone Labs. That shit will put you out of commission for a minute. I have almost 2,000 hours of VR and I still get motion sickness. Check out this sad but funny clip when I play Bone Labs.
Jesus Christ, I can't play these games for longer than like a few minutes, bro. I swear. That's one of the worst feelings. Oh, fuck me. The things I do for content.
Yeah, it's tough, right? Ease your way into VR with less movement games like Beat Saber, Superhot VR, or even Tetris effect. You need to build what we call VR legs. It's basically your tolerance to intense VR. Some people will take days to build their VR legs, some people take months, and some people take years to build their VR legs. Meanwhile, some people just naturally have VR legs, which is kind of crazy. And I really envy those people. If you start feeling motion sick, do not push through it. If you try to push through it, you're gonna have a really rough time when it really hits you and becomes too much. And you're probably gonna throw up, if not have a terrible rest of the day. When motion sickness hits, take off your VR headset immediately, take a break, go cool down, and then maybe come back to it later. This is live footage of what happens in real time when you get motion sick. My second tip for fighting motion sickness is to use a designated VR mat. Placing a VR mat on the floor can provide a visual reference point and really reduce motion sickness. Being able to keep track of where you are in your room while playing VR is needed when you're playing crazy movement games like Battle Talent. It gives you a real nice sense of reality when you feel it under your feet, and you can also dance on it. Just get a cheap mat and place it in the middle of your play space, and then voila, you have achieved greatness. Thirdly, get you a VR fan. Using a fan to blow on you while playing in VR helps a lot. It helps keep you grounded in reality and can also cool you and your headset down during long usage. Some of these VR headsets get really hot and stuffy during long play sessions. That uncomfortability can really add to enhancing your motion sickness and make the overall experience of VR worse. I personally have a huge tower fan of greatness that I love so much because it keeps me cool, but you can also get a little cheap one. It's really up to you. Just make sure you try out your fan, make sure it works for you. Now guys, let's talk about your VR game library. You're gonna be buying a lot of different games on a bunch of different platforms. Tip number 4 is to understand the refund policy on these different platforms. Did you know you can refund VR games on MetaQuest and Steam if they don't meet your expectations? This has saved me a lot of money, okay? Because some of these VR games just aren't for me or are absolute booty butt when they release. Unfortunately for my PSVR guys, you're out of luck.
No. Wait.
Sony's greedy and they don't have a terrible refund policy. So you have been warned. If you start that game up, you're not getting your money back. So if you're on a PSVR, choose your games wisely. I'm telling you, make sure you watch reviews. I usually do reviews, shameless plug. Watching those day one reviews is gonna save you from some bad launches. Last but not least, tip number 5 is for people on the PCVR side of things. If you are tired of dealing with VR headset cables getting in your way, invest into a cable management pulley system. Now, I know that sounds like a bunch of mumbo jumbo, but let me explain to you what it is. This pulley system allows you to move freely without tripping over cables. It sticks and or drills into your ceiling and basically acts as a holder for your cable while you play VR games. I personally recommend the AMVR Pro version VR cable management pulley system. They sent it to me a few months ago and it's honestly changed my entire VR gamer life. I would only really recommend you guys stuff on this channel that I have used myself. You're never gonna get a recommendation from me that I have never used. The setup for it was ridiculously easy and gave me a bunch of options for where I wanted my play space to be. If I'm sitting at my desk, I can use my cable management system, or if I'm standing up and playing, some other game, I can use it. It's a simple yet effective way to enhance your VR setup. One thing you have to worry about though is twisting up your cable for when you play VR, but you can easily take it down and fix it. The cable management system is a 10 out of 10, highly recommend. All right guys, there you have it. There are 5 essential tips for new VR users. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really envious of a lot of you guys, man. There's some really good VR experiences I wish I can redo for the first time. And so I'm kind of a little jealous, not gonna lie. As you experience new stuff in VR, come back and tell me about it. I love hearing about you guys' stories, experiencing games for the first time, or anything really in VR. If you found this video helpful, make sure you leave a thumbs up, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, show some love to the channel, man. Become a member today. Make sure you check out the description for everything I talked about in this video because I dropped a lot of gems and there's a lot of discounts. My Santa hat fell off. There's a lot of discounts in the description below. Thanks again for tuning in, and remember, much to do with a VR headset. Peace.